Life. Would you agree?
No more lies. The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Let's see tomatoes. The mystery unravels.
Ow! Where did that come from? Danny's adventure team, assemble!
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
It's been a few days since we still no news about Rarer, though. If only he was gone for good.
Hello! You must be the traveler in Paimon? Mr. Flynn has been looking.
The Wild Hunt? Oh, uh-oh. Come on, let's go!
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole...
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable.
He's not seriously... everyone's here already! Hey, we made...
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rarir to but it's like he just vanished into thin air. That is, until this morning.
And we're sure that Rarer did... Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like...
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reiki of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon.
Traveler, do you remember there wasn't a shred of sanity left?
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch... Oh, Paimon gets chills just...
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage.
Yeah, if I were him and I... Unless something...
The other thing is, how does someone who's
Beats me.
According to certain medical...
Actually...
There are many unanswered questions, besides his name and title.
Exactly. I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still wouldn't find...
So, if we do not... Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help... Oh, Paimon's...
Well, I do have somewhere like the Eye of Krati.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis.
I agree, we should split up.
Wait, why?
If I recall correctly.
That's right. Yes, it...
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time. And if we do run into Rare...
That's when you follow the third rule of treasure hunting. Run.
Didn't you say the...
I don't know.
Agreed.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
Take it easy. Any leads?
Nope. Diddly. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How?
I questioned a few Ratniki, almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either
He's been biding his time.
All we can do now. Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it. I swear.
No. Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick! Why is he attacking the damn select? What's going on?
no time for questions. Stop him!
This is insane.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now you shall plunge into darkness. Thalindus, soon I will find a way.
Watch out!
Find them, even if it means turning this place to ashes.
That was too close!
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by convention.
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her. We weren't there for the whole thing either.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so
Kutar, can you shed any light on this?
Kutar. Cross-checking database.
Wait, she's the moon goddess?
There are many reasons why people might worship. I've never met that person before. Why he holds me in such contempt.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, it is also possible that he covets the... But right now, devising a...
A counter strategy? We don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna... No, I can't say that. Come...
Running is our only option.
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what other choice?
Well,
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what?
Doesn't that make sense? A coyote doesn't stop for pipe. What is it? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life.
We can't just roll over and let him get away.
yeah. We can't just... Besides, she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
Riri's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Sire. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything. After much reflection, I've realized any relationship based on need is... You were born here, and now you've returned.
thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now. Very well then.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant.
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull... Rejected by the world. My power is dwindling.
What do you mean, reject?
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era, in which they came into... The 3 moons are not one, yet moonlight has a way... But this method of recovery...
It's the Wild Hunt!
Even faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
See how those wild hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely...
Then what are we waiting for?
Branches a song.
Chew on this! Look!
Annihilation mode.
The long...
They just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
The rear's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutar's house to escape! This goes on much longer.
Close your eyes. Beware the creatures of the night. Be silent. Night falls.
Look! The rainbow!
Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode. All the frost on the walls. Lush as the moon.
The night comes. To dust.
Let's attack!
Annihilation mode. Installation chamber deployed. For the everlasting forest.
Observe. Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes. Feel the dark. Observe.
Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode engaged.
Team done! Weather bomb!
The long sleep beckons.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Uncle Varka! You're back from Amspartnir? Whoa! You're Barca? Grandmaster?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this.
Oh,
That's the one. Come on, move!
wow! Where are we? This is so...
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nodcry, aka the black market of intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the... Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nodcry should be pretty... Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and...
We've heard all about... You look way younger than I'm unexpected.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsvartnir without a wink of sleep.
Another?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the...
Is that why he's been frantic?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still...
Note to self, Uncle Varka's...
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly is...
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this wild hunt activity in Nodcry is the work of the Raker. That's a lot to take in.
I'm truly... You stood with us against the Wild Hunt and did everything...
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows. And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different...
A new variable?
Who else? And in a That said, while I was explaining everything just now...
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only... I don't know who or what could pull something like that off.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log. A Nodcryan Ratnik...
Oh.
Another dead end. Guess all we can... Still, it's safest to assume... Your intel also explains something else, but once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all... The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari, Nodcry of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So...
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. First, we need to figure out how to take down Rarir. If we can't beat him in a To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodcry's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united...
What if there was a way to tap into a new...
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was... They say that back then, the 3 moon... I now bear the Frost Moon's power. And the Eternal Moon's...
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The iridescent moon. The last...
That's right. If we can find the iridescent moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold...
According to my analysis, The solution is feasible.
I know a way, but we will need...
Experimental design?
Yes. I must speak.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, as you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his... People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. The Wild Hunt has plagued Not Cry for centuries now.
It's true. If Kutar hadn't given us that lead...
But where would we even start? I doubt...
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly
She heard me.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal.
Details. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan. We can't do this without the curatorium. But
Wait a sec. Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides,
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen
So you're just going to sit...
Why should I get involved?
What if we told you we can't...
Oh? Then I'd say, you'd better make it worth my...
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. If you insist on compensating...
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a Moonchanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to
Boss, just a thought. If things got really dangerous during the fight with Rarir, if this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder. If there's any way we can make the...
This is why I'm always telling you never accept you have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But, Flins, that fragment that Rarir was after, do you still...
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait!
Shh.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so I'm in for this part.
Count me in too.
Come off it, you two! Quip! I'm way ahead of you here. Enough did a scan of the moon. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the
I like it. Genius.
No biggie.
All right then. Once your team has finished their mission, return.
Lady Damselette. Wait. And you two? What are you doing? We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this...
Huh! You really think...
We're not looking for any trouble.
Do I need to remind you that you're still out of consideration for our former time?
Let them in.
But...
to make me repeat that?
No.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbine.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past.
I'd like to speak with our...
What? Huh? You mean the
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nodcry are me and... What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon. Is that a no, then?
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of...
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like...
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? First Rosaline, now you? I'm running out of people who can make...
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time.
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. But I guess we won't be seeing him again. Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia! Have Febronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time...
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body can...
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? Back when you were under the Saweritez's protection, no one would have dared come at you so open.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different...
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. The Saweria gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded every... I get why you left. But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might...
Guess that's a...
that might be your plan. But it sounds like...
Huh?
Listen.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters...
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area! I'll handle this.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
You'll be lucky to make it out of this. Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time. Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapon system. Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get a... Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creation. Akhirnyaa, get him!
I've upgraded Valorant again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
She's not here. Where did she...
Hey! Over here, you big...
Cursed moon. Go. Keep searching. She...
So this is your method for investigating...
Good deduction. But
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumeru decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned.
whenever we wish. I've never faced Raria myself. But from what I, on the other hand, am just an
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary.
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, and also how to make sure death is the one thing we can...
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree with you. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind.
Eh?
That shady merchant who sold...
Come on, boss. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Hey.
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is. After that...
Dori Sangama Bay? I know...
If you want to make it big and not cry, it's all... It was back when I first arrived, and when you know it, that's when I said I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangama Bay is nothing if not generous. So, let me guess.
You guessed correctly.
The one type of game, at the very least. I need to know what kind...
What if I told you it's someone...
Is that so? Then we really are talking top shelf...
You're...
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily, if you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if...
Of course not! I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No.
Let's just say I'm borrowing. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe.
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 Mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your...
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever. So remember, don't. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conry. Simple furnishings, table and chair. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprising... Unless this passed for luxury in Akhirnyaa. Anyway.
Hi, Rivier. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking. I'll test it out, and if it's as good... P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a...
They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. But if he invites me again...
The Lindis. That's the same name Rivier mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that? I don't care if it's an impressive...
Grain has to be imported. That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemical...
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it?
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is. He really is a professional. No wonder despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard. Did Rary rip it out himself?
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where it was you who helped me see that my heart...
This is just trivial sentiment. The burial place of a...
Right here. Over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vediflin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Raitez. You need not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Well...
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that come? I just didn't expect you to be the first one to say...
Yeah. If you told...
So, are you planning to come clean about your...
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. A member of the King's Guard.
Of course he does.
Me? Same old, nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
It's nothing.
Vediflin, Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of and yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Why did he react so strong?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what rare perfectly normal. No different. As frightening as this monster is in the present.
Felindus? You're back early.
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off. Aw, why the long face? Is some...
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after...
Isn't that a good...
Vediflin showed up today, too.
Ah, Mr. Vediflin. Yes, I've heard of him.
He overheard Dainslift mention that I'd recently proposed, and...
So, you're worried? We're nobodies. Why would the visionary be concerned? I'm sure someone in his position You worry too much, Raitez. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not?
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Like I said, I need some time to decide.
All right. Nobodies. Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present? Meanwhile, every idea they come up, the opposition tried to speak up. A man can have 1,000 What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Felindus? There's no reason we can't keep living happily.
See? You just need to stay positive. I can feel your warmth, your breath. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way.
You're right.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will...
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take.
Even busier than the big shots, huh?
free. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain.
Well, that goes without saying. Besides, they're two completely different things.
All right. What?
It seems like Rarir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services. By giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Venster Kings, he clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. Who'd have thought we were in the same line? Let's dig a little.
Our last operation was a resounding success.
After all these years since the dynasty...
Indeed. We cannot... Akhirnyaa has no further...
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance. Many of its secrets remain
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners?
You didn't choose this life.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more... Someone, it seems, has...
Your concerns are not unfounded. Take care, Raitez of Solna.
Thanks, Thorkel. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to. But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet could that be why Vedalfnir held back? I have to get a clear answer from him.
Rarir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So I've investigated this whole area now. Should I try somewhere else?
So, he's late after all.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into...
Oh, sure.
Thank you. But...
For someone so...
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes.
You're...
May we have a word in private?
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of her... Not long ago, the Raitez of Solnari led an assault on one of...
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling...
Wait. Hear me out. His name is Rarir, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did you...
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry,
Why are you
Simple.
How strange. Rarir was nowhere to be seen in that memory. Rarir couldn't possibly know what happened. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us in?
Any more questions, and I'll have...
I had no idea. I gotta admit, though.
I'm just as curious as you are. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. Especially the group with the Traveler.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know Boss, she's gonna...
Oh, they've been prowling around. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweep. Oh, that's never gonna work. If they spot us, they'll run straight. Oh, get. Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. Oh, there's no end to these things.
Fire.
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no, there's a fire!
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did. Freedom comes at a heavy price.
It's Arlecchino!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Harp.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Whatever. He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you...
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Wait a minute.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
Huh. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that cat girl touches...
Then let's start. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
No escape!
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Ino and Annette.
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering.
I see. Then let's get right at. But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before?
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either
You are well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people...
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we...
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs...
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, things don't always have to have a tangible pay. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track... Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's be...
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers, after all. One look and...
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle...
All right, listen up, everyone.
The dregs of the Crimson Moon.
Mm-hmm. In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and...
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different long ago. It is said that the people of but one day, a coup saw...
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, in those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé. What's the matter?
Pitifully, granddaughter. Flinders.
Interesting. Anything...
Well, she was a researcher at the Uni...
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason...
Well, no shortage of potential. The Lindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world...
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian... Oh yeah! Just like how it was with the...
If we could somehow find her...
It's possible. But it would take a miracle. That merchant who never knows. Dori Sangama Be...
All right, then. Let's Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that at this rate, the people living here will be...
I'll head back to the Curatorium and meet up with...
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely... I'll hold the fort for now. Then discuss our next move with Flints, Ino, and Anefa when they get back.
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Stay safe, everyone.
We're back. Did we get here?
A tad late. Everything going smoothly?
Not great. I don't know how long. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right. Ineffa, could you fill in Uncle?
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the wild hunt in Akhirnyaa, but according to Flint's intel, that was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength.
Flint's. With everything that's been happening, I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more. Ineffa and I will head back over to Akhirnyaa to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I?
Database updated.
What is it's the obvious.
We already decided that someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides,
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment.
Here, this will serve.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us, we still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina doesn't know where the iridescent moon's marrow is, how did—
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon.
Huh? Are you serious?
Your surprise is understandable. But the more I thought about it, the more— When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. What's more, whenever I experienced Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse. But once I became together with my own investigations over the past few years, for instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered since this blood flame was bestowed. You all understand the nature of the Abyss well enough.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become—
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push— Anyway, the rest of my story can wait.
Paimon has a question. So, does that mean that
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. Later on, perhaps still, even with
the first time we met, I sensed something familiar, and when I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red—
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon. Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's— I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone—
That's right. For the iridescent moon is already part of who you are.
Deal. Then let's get started.
get what started?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Akhirnyaa. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. In the Crimson Moon era.
Beyond the bounds of this world?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with— They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died. The adults embraced. The book leaves much on—
That explains why I can't sense—
There's no fireplace here!
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between— Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly— In short, I can open— The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open. So I won't be able to come with you. Very well. Then I—
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if— Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength.
Mistress of the 7 hues of ages past, Great Mother of the present, Crimson-clad Sovereign of the 2 realms. By fire severed, by fire renewed. I offer myself now, and beseech your descent. One word of advice as you're crossing over.
Got it! I sense a sinister gloom inside. I feel that I am about to meet an
Take it easy.
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your...
Careful! There's something spooky about... Paimon's right behind... By the way, Akhirnyaa, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
Quietly now. Take it easy.
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
Gotcha.
Yoo-hoo!
Shine down.
It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water. Wait, see that? Looks like a device from the time of Kalian. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues. Hey, look at that! Do you think these mechanisms might be the...
Thelindis, we'll leave the rest of the research.
I hope this isn't ruining date. Mind your own business.
Thelindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? How come? Oh, yeah.
The Abyss has made this space extremely... Maybe that's why some of the things...
Whenever I see this view, waning moon, oh, lifeless damp. For me, of all...
Illusion shattered!
Busted!
Shine down!
Looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Quietly now. Let's light it up!
There is no escape!
Yoo-hoo!
See. So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is if really does exist. With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the chamber with... Oh, Raitez. With every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But if only I could get...
Hey, look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Thelindis' voice mentioned...
It must be.
Then there's no time to lose! These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want want to get to the iridescent moon's mirror.
Let's light it up!
That must be the iridescent moon's mirror. Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Let the world come alive! Everybody stand back! Now you shall perish!
Solidify!
Feeling lucky? We're so close!
Off we go! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's
Stabilize! I will have order!
The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away. If we can purify the abyssal power with... And so... Is it you?
Huh?
At long last. I'm sorry. I lied to you the moment the moon shattered. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us? All that you look so... But trust me when I say...
What was that all about? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend.
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the... for a fading soul like hers.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moons. All right. That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon.
Huh?
Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark well. It will show us no mercy.
Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart!
Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise.
Hey, it's...
What are you waiting for?
We made it! Is that you, Arlecchino? Wait, your hands!
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot...
Oh...
As much as I'd like to call it a favor.
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now... Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina! Are you okay?
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch.
It's still not enough. Just one more ray of moonlight. If you... It's okay.
How about now? Fight.
At the very least, I want to see him gone from Not Cry.
Well, it's good to have... When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. But now, you're
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. All I'll say is this. All right. That's it from me. I'll get...
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going. There are more urgent things to do right now than...
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Nefer, head of the Curatorium of Secrets. You may have heard a few rumors about me, but don't let that trouble you. Fact or fiction, I assure you it won't impact our collaboration. We'll discuss my fee afterwards.
Let me down, Kerplunkatron. This realm is... If you ever...
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? I got a new letter from your opponent. Looks like the situation has changed again. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Everybody stand! Game's up! It's over. Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Busted! Let my name echo in song! Strike up! Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Here comes the catch! There is no escape! Quietly now. Yoo-hoo! Let the world come on! Adventure time! Everybody stand back! Game's up! It's over. Now you shall perish! Busted! Shower me with praise! Let's light it up! Teamwork is time to shine! Gotcha! Shine down! Quietly now. Let the world come alive! Everybody stand! Things are about to get dicey. Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Gotcha! Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song! Going in! Let's light it up! Shine down! Busted! There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Strike a pose! Time to shine! Everybody stand back! Game's up! Fun's over! Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Quietly now. Shower me with praise! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Here comes the catch! Gotcha! There is no escape! Take it easy. Illusion shot! Strike a pose!
Let's light it up! Going in! Here comes the cash. Now you shall perish!
Stabilize!
This one's got your name on it! Ha-ha! Ha!
Solidify! Stabilize! Solidify! Stabilize!
Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
Stabilize!
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Dreamwork! Fire! Well, with rocks. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Gather!
I'm going in! Shower me with praise! Let the world collide!
Solidify!
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Umbrella warfare, I guess. A proper send-up. Teamwork is strict. Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Stabilize.
Let's light it up. Yoo-hoo! Time to shine. I'm going in.
Solidify!
Watch out! Let the world collide! Everybody stand back! Yeah! Adventure time! Let's light it up! Oh, not
Gather!
time with Espina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Lay to death. Gotcha. Fulfill our pact. Suffer the wrath of each. Teamwork is dreamwork. Things are about to get dicey. Transfixed. Quietly now. Eat lolling, eat papa. I'm going in. Commendable. Get to work. You two. Time to. Game's up. Time's over.
Sure.
Solidify!
Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath of each teamwork is dreamwork! Lay to bear! Show no mercy! You two! Time to... Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Order guide you! Gather!
This is where you fall. Overrule! Fulfill our pact! Teamwork is dreamwork! Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Stabilize!
Fulfill our pact!
This is order!
East Laline! East Papa! Get him!
Solidify!
Get to work! Lay to bear!
Gather!
Fulfill our pact! Overrule!
Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.
No more lies. It all adds up. No more lies.
I better get me some alpacas. Once they called everything over as Akhirnyaa, I make a little extra myself. This land has nothing but promise for adventurers from all walks of life. Wouldn't you agree? Everyone says there's tons of work. Why is none of them coming to me? I better get me some alpacas. Once they called everything over as Akhirnyaa,